Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Once again, you're tuned in to World Combat Sports. Salute to each and every one of you. The ones that supporting the channel as always, man. Appreciate you. One love. Continue to step up. Step in. Hit the like button. You choose to donate, do so. Also to the workforce, man. I hope everyone out there, able to provide for themselves and family. Staying healthy because we got a lot going on and life in general when it comes to these viruses and restrictions and everything else that goes on right now. Man, you know what it is. You see it. We're gonna get popping on a surplus of topics. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about the Keith Thurman issue that he may potentially fight Terrence Crawford in the summer, supposedly. We don't know how true that really is, but we can hope that anything. And we already know the fight we want to see, but Thurman's making noise again. People's taking him serious. They think they're getting one time, because we went the one time to sometime to no time. So now, the boxing fans is getting back on the parade. You know what I'm saying? They on the floats and everything, hanging off, yelling one time, one time, one time. So they think Keith Thurman has reinvented himself and he's ready to return. Hey, that might be the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you are an individual who has never stopped, took a pause in what you was doing, something that was basically, taking up your time when you was proposing or getting engaged or in the process of getting married, and you didn't take that time out of your life to ensure that the planning was perfect, well, close to perfect, then I don't know what to tell you. And then also, when you get married or whatever Keith Thurman was going through, everybody's different. He said he was in love with her and everything else for what it's worth. So, the man took some time off and did what he had to do. I'm not mad at him. But the underlying point we got to talk about is the 135-pound division, which lies in limbo right now. That limbo is all because of multiple people. Numero uno culprit, Mauricio Suleiman. Number two is George Kambosos. All right. Mr. Pass on deck. What's good with you? The big question that shouldn't even be one at all. You know what I'm saying? It should just be definitive. The big question is, who the fuck is Kambosos fighting next? That's the big question. But ultimately, what we've experienced over the past several weeks is the shelving, the ostracizing, the banishment of WBC world champion Devin Haney. They have tried their best to make this man invisible in the division. And the way that you make someone invisible in the division, the top names that should be facing someone who, we've sit up here and questioned his resume. He's since put some names on that resume. I mean, several names on that resume and has stellar performances in those bouts. So therefore, if him and his camp was listening and they start the fight, elevated competition, we've also witnessed big names that was considered the top five, the Fab Five, so to speak, of the lightweight division, totally duck him. That's a problem. Not only do we have his compeers that's ducking him, like Ryan Garcia, Javier Fortuna, Jojo Diaz, we have a conspirator, a co-conspirator that's a part of the influence that's been going on with Devin Haney being Invisible Man at 135 pounds. And listen, I'm going to break that down even more. We can all say that the franchise belt has contaminated the lightweight division to a point. With that contamination, though, has brought more attention to that division. This lightweight division has had 3 franchise champions on deck. 3 franchise champions on deck. Mauricio Suleiman, behind closed doors, he's probably, celebrating like, I don't know what, say, damn, we had 3 champions, all orchestrated by myself, this, that, the other. No, the orchestration came in with Lomachenko. That was the start of it all to get the wheel turning. That was the start of it. Lomachenko, after his Luke Campbell win, he basically said that he wasn't fighting for the rest of the year. And I'm sure Lomachenko and his team had a meeting with Mauricio Suleiman, and they derived a plan, the master plan, to basically allow him to become franchise champion so he wouldn't have to face Devin Haney in the 6 months. He wouldn't have to face him. Because there was other individuals that wanted the fight to be with Top Rank, in-house with Top Rank. So the master manipulation began with the planning process so that we can get this unified championship underway. So that happened with Vasyl Lomachenko petitioning for the franchise belt, right? Just like Canelo did. And then the fight was finally made with Teofimo Lopez and Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, we all know the results. Teo defeated Lomachenko and George Kambosos defeated Teofimo Lopez. During that time, what made this even a worse situation, which made this ground zero, was the fact that once Teofimo Lopez, because Lomachenko had already showed his hand, once Teofimo Lopez picked up the fucking belts, what happened? It was back and forth. It was verbal tennis. It was air mitt. He was saying back and forth on YouTube and everything else. Oh, I'm gonna fight Devin Haney. Oh, we're gonna do this. We're gonna fight Devin Haney. They was making it known and just dangling the motherfucking carrot, saying they was gonna fight him. They was gonna fight him. It only makes sense that they fight him. That's the only belt left. And then it turned into a smear campaign. You know what I'm saying? I can't say one was worse than the other. But when the results come out as far as he chose to fight Kambosos, I can understand that was IBF. They're very strict with their mandatory. And he would have had to come off that belt because, listen, the franchise title has nothing to do with the unification when it comes to Teofimo possibly at that time facing Devin Haney. It had nothing to do with that. It's a super duper mandatory title, no mandatory title. You know what I'm saying? That's the prestige that came along with that. It allowed you the opportunity to make those decisions and ignore something that is a commonality amongst other sanctioning bodies. Mauricio Suleiman decided to insert a belt that basically put so much prestige at the time that it kind of messed up the whole entire formula on what we was expecting. You have one remaining champion out there in Devin Haney with a belt. So at this point in time, when Teofimo was out here saying he was going to face him, he wasn't going to face him. Okay, cool. Everything started to go downhill from there, because Mauricio Suleiman was coming out saying that Teofimo Lopez is the supreme champion. And then, they went back and forth with identifying what Devin Haney was as a champion. Mauricio Suleiman was the suitor. He was the suitor to all of it. He was the creator, and he brought this to the light. Unfortunately, Teofimo Lopez, him and his father, they pretty much cultivated and grew this franchise shit. Blew it up to the point where it was out of control. Lomachenko didn't have time to do anything with it. He really didn't have too much. He was elevated, and that was that. But when Teofimo Lopez got the title, picked up the title, that's when the shit grew out of control. That's when everything grew out of control with the respect for the franchise title, the direction that the franchise title was going in, and could we possibly get clarification as to clear up all the banter that was going on whether he will fight the last remaining champion in the division. All the meetings, them crossing paths. It was good for boxing TV. It was good for reality drama. All that shit took place. And nothing happened. Nothing happened. So now what happens for Team Haney? Devin has to start looking for other opponents. You know what I'm saying? He just can't sit there and not fight nobody. He still has to make a living. He still has to earn a paycheck. So in the meantime, man, we're seeing an absolute disaster play out with Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. Floyd Mayweather slid in Florida, boom, reschedule. And then the next fight's supposed to take place, COVID by Teo. Boom, he catch COVID. Then another scheduled date, boom, that's out the question. And they finally get to a point last year on selling the score for the lightweight Undisputed. Kambosos came out with the win, earned the early knockdown. Teofimo earned a late knockdown, but ultimately, more of the satisfaction in the eyes of the judges went to Kambosos. Now, this is where it gets intriguing when it comes to the stupidity of it. The motherfucking stupidity is that when it comes to fights like this, that makes a lot of sense in the world. Makes a lot of sense in the world. On YouTube, we push for the shit. You know what I'm saying? We think like, okay, this is what should happen. This is what's going to happen. It's a fucking no-brainer. It's a no-brainer on what should happen. You know what I'm saying? Kambosos is talking all the right words. He's up there saying, okay, Teo, you can fight again in Australia in front of 80,000. This, and this. And then, leading up to the fight, he was saying that Teo wasn't a real Undisputed. So when he becomes Undisputed, as a human being, we're thinking, automatically, I'm insinuating that he don't respect himself as a man enough to embrace the franchise belt. So, and to honor his name, he's going to do what's right. And doing what's right will fight the last remaining champion, right? This what Kambosos was leading on, with his words. He was making it seem like he totally understood what the boxing fans wanted. He totally understand what the voices was echoing out here, right? And then time he wins the title, and I even said it. I said, give him time to settle down. Give him time to put some food in his belly, drink some wine, and sit up there and chill with his people. IG, he changes his shit to Undisputed. Kambosos starts clowning around and change his shit to Undisputed. Alfonso, what's good? What's good? Salute to you. Ben Israel on deck. What's good with y'all? So Kambosos changed his title on IG, the Undisputed. And see, when I was saying Undisputed, people was like, no, Devin got the last belt. But Undisputed, I'm looking at it from a perspective of where Mauricio Suleiman was driving this belt. When you have the president of anything that's making decisions, you have to respect the conformity. If you have no way or influencing or halting the conformity, you have to look at the direction for which it's going forward. Who is pushing or who is fueling the conformity of this franchise belt? It's the president of the fucking WBC, y'all. He's pushing the conformity. If you seeing shit played out, in front of you, the conformity is playing out in front of you, but all you do is think that I can create and talk about it on YouTube and voice your disdain for it. It's not enough, because it's going to have no effect. It's going to have transparency at the end of the day. No one's going to know if you had any influence on anything, because it just isn't happening. Nothing you're doing have an influence in changing the scope of this franchise belt. So then you get the interview with his trainer. Kambosos' trainer started to talk about Undisputed. All along, Devin Haney is picking fights, and he's way past the Kambosos issue. He's way past the Linares issue. So the bigger deal, who he's gonna fight next? We know Ryan Garcia wasn't stepping up. He got issues that he need to take care of, called heart phobia. So Ryan Garcia is taking care of heart phobia. You know what I'm saying? So we exclude him out. We know he wasn't gonna face Javier Fortuna. That's out of the question. So the numbers are getting very, very limited. Very limited. So he gets in there with Jojo Diaz, who just moved up. Great. But Jojo Diaz is not a top tier contender like the individuals that's been residing in the division already. But he's a quality name. I mean, he has a big fight with Gary Russell back in the day. Gary Russell's linked up the two big names. He's linked up to the Lomachenko, and he's linked up to Jojo Diaz. But Jojo Diaz is known as a solid, tough, gritty fighter. I like Jojo Diaz. And, former champion, defeating Tevin Farmer, moved up, fought Javier Fortuna at 35. And his second fight is going to be against Devin Haney. Devin went in there and got the job done. In the process of Devin fighting, prior to Devin fighting, Kambosos is on his media tour. And I started not to like the vibe of this dude. I started not to like the vibe with him basically putting a little dirt on expectations in which he demand of Haney. Almost like sunning him, like, hey, son, I'm going to see how you perform out there before I get you that ice cream cone. Okay? I want to see how you perform. I need to see you. I need for you to show me you've learned something. Putting his hand on his shoulder. No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, Devin asked the question, like, why the fuck you wouldn't need to see me perform for? Nigga, like, ain't you a little kid? And just look at Kambosos. Kambosos ain't nothing special. The two fights people basically link him up to is the Mickey Bay fight and then the Lee Selby. 2 split decision wins that he had. That's all they link him up to. He's nobody fucking special. But I get it. Real talk, I get it. When you a fighter like Kambosos, who won the lottery against a name like Teofimo Lopez, it's just like Andy Ruiz. I'm not gonna lie to you. George Kambosos helped me understand what happened to Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz, in a sense, didn't really let his arrogance do the talking like Kambosos. He pretty much allowed his glory to dilute his hunger and motivation to keep on striving, because once he got that big once he earned that big paycheck the first time, he knew he had a second paycheck coming. This is Andy Ruiz, and he was just lost in the moment. So he went and spent money. He lost focus and all that. But when Kambosos, I don't think he's losing focus to a point of training, but he's lost focus in him being in a position where people view him as a new champion, right? And he's basically letting his ego override his judgment. He's allowing his ego to override his motherfucking judgment. Because what he's saying is, I don't really care what the fans were saying before when Teofimo had the belt. I don't give a fuck about what I was saying when Teofimo had the belt. Now I'm going to say I'm the undisputed titleist. Now I'm going to keep them in limbo and not stick to my word on who I'm going to fight next in May. I'm like, fuck everything. I got the belts. I don't give a fuck. That's pretty much what he's doing. Kambosos had 13 of his fights. 13 of his fights, dog. Outside of the U.S. 13 of his fights was outside the U.S. He's 20-0. You do the math. 20-0, 10 knockouts. 13 of his fights was outside the U.S. In Wales, Australia, right? Up that way. He only had 5, I believe. 5 in the U.S. This dude is nothing special except his ego. He allowed the moment that he was able to earn to just overwhelm him. He didn't even have a rematch clause in there. But Teo didn't have a rematch clause, probably because they was moving the fuck up. No rematch clause. It's not like he's getting that automatic paycheck like Andy Ruiz. So moving forward, this is my big question. Why in the hell have we not heard Kambosos come out this month and say, you know what? I'm going to stick to my word. I'm an honorable man. Because he was the same one up here saying what? Fuck that shit. I ain't here for an easy fight. I'm not here for an easy fight. But I understand, humanistically, people change their minds all the time. But fuck that. Why is one fighter being treated like he's invisible and no one identifies him as being a top contender? But he is. He has one remaining legitimate belt that is still recognized in the four-belt era as a validated, legitimate, appraised championship title. This is not an IBO. This is not a WBA regular. None of that. Even though they call it, I heard Kambosos say he has the WBC regular title. That's false. Because the one thing about the WBA, that shit's regular across boxing. So there's no way Devin Haney could have the WBC regular title. So my biggest question to Kambosos is why you haven't came out and said you're going to fight Haney next so you can give boxing a big-ass fight. Because what it's going to do, you're sitting with an O on your record. Haney's sitting with an O. Why don't you both step in the ring and fight? It's all championship quality. It's a championship quality showcase at the end of the day. Crush the Legends, salute to you. Papa Lot, what's good? This is all I'm saying when it comes to people treating. It's a lot of conspirators that are guilty of placing this man in an invisible status at the lightweight division. It's bad. It's really bad. You know what I'm saying? It's really nothing. All I can do is speak on it. If you start putting all the pieces together, it's almost like a kaleidoscope, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to put a picture, but it's just all the fragments everywhere. It's so many moving parts to why they're trying to say he has the WBC regular title. He is the Pride champion. All this bogus ass derogatory type slander, all it does is what? Devalue a legitimate champion who in other divisions, those same champions who have the belt that he has, that Devin Haney has, is recognized as the WBC world champion. But in the lightweight division, we have the hole in the wall mentality. This lightweight division is a hole in the wall mentality. You have people walking up to us, sticking their eye up to us, say, oh shit, I didn't know that was going on in that motherfucker. And then you have people stepping up to it looking, and it's something new. It's something else going on. They all curious about the hole in the wall mentality. What's going on today? Let me put my eye up to here and see what the fuck is going on. Oh, for real? All right, cool. That's what we see him right now. There's no way that this champion should be invisible to the top names. Ryan Garcia should be calling out Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? And also Kambosos should have already made it true so we can start talking about it, building up the fight, giving the listeners some solid content to kickstart 2022. And that is he's fighting Devin Haney for all the marbles. So we can get off this shit. We can be done with this bullshit. Look, the lightweight division will move a lot more smoother if we heard Kambosos come out and say he's willing to fight for the last championship, and Devin Haney, I have to honor my word. Boom, let's go. We got it. Get the paperwork done, negotiation, contracts, everything that takes place behind the scenes, and let's rock and roll. That's what we need to hear. That's all I'm saying. This would be very, very healthy for 2022 amongst everything that's going on with Omicron and COVID. This would be a healthy type of injection. You know what I'm saying? This injection of boxing, this is what we need. For real, this is what we fucking need, dog. It's just, unfortunately, I don't want to go out here and use all the damn harsh verbiage. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to, he's been straight up blackballed. Because blackball, in a sense, dating back, it's a lot of history attached to that also. But in this scenario with the lightweight division, I do believe Haney is being blackballed to an extent. He's not being blackballed to the point where he can't find a fight. He's being blackballed to a point where he can actually be a part of one of the biggest fights in the lightweight division. He can actually be a part of a fight that's the first of its kind in boxing. This unification bout right here would be for all the titles. No other division can say that they fought for all the titles, to include the franchise, the WBC super title, the motherfucking WBA, the IBF, the WBO, the ring, lineal, all that shit. No one has did it because the franchise was still in the process of being cultivated as we know it. So why the fuck can't we make the fight happen? I don't hear too many people talking about this shit no more. Real talk. I just don't hear too many people talking about, like, I mean, they just let it ride. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know the damn waves out here, the media waves, you know, the swell is different. Sometimes you get the high waves, sometimes you get low tide. I get it when it comes to topics. But this is one that should have remained at its highest point when Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez. Because so many people was talking about Haney fighting, Teofimo Lopez, to the point where I thought it would have flowed over. And we'll still be talking about this shit for Kambosos. Kambosos should be getting spears coming from all directions, goddammit. Vasyl Lomachenko has had his chance to fight for the unified. He had his opportunity and he blew it. So therefore, right now, it's only right that Haney gets his window, gets his opportunity to step in there and have a chance to get a slice of this franchise pie, this unification pie. How can you have three 3 individuals, 3 champions now at lightweight division. I got to call Kambosos a champion now, not a mandatory, a champion. 3 champions had the opportunity to fight for the unified titles. But yet, Devin Haney is the last one remaining in that lineup. And we hearing all these fucking excuses. They're hearing all these motherfucking excuses. You can't treat a fighter who has a legitimate belt, which was manufactured from the WBC, and treat the man like he's invisible, like he don't exist. And then now, I hope, this is what I'm hoping, because I heard that, I seen that Devin Haney say, Rolly Romero, keep my name out your mouth or what have you. Stop speaking on my name and so forth. I really hope we're not building up a fight with Rolly Romero, because I put Rolly Romero lower than Kambosos. I put Rolly Romero lower than Kambosos, bro. Rolly don't have a damn Mickey Bay Selby on his record. I'm glad there was no charges filed. I'm glad he's able to, recover from being sabotaged. I'm glad he's able to fight another day. But at the end of it, I don't want to see a Rolly Romero versus Devin Haney, because Devin go in there and outbox the fuck out of damn Rolly. And it's a dirty, grimy, because I'm going to tell you, there's going to be a lot of holding in that fight, because Rolly loves using the forearm to the face, the cross face. And he loves using that doghouse ruse. You can see it. He's trying to clean it up, but you can see it. I'm really not trying to see the Rolly Romero Devin Haney situation, but let's present that and put that on the doorstep of Isak Cruz. Let them deal with that shit. That's the man who stepped in as a last minute replacement to face your opponent there, Rolly. So why don't y'all make that fight? In the meantime, let's get the shit cleared up with Haney and Kambosos. If you're gonna fight in May, when are we gonna hear that the fight is taking place? March? Like you have to know if you fighting or not. Alfonso say the politics with all these belts is ridiculous. It's beyond ridiculous, bro. It's beyond ridiculous, especially in the lightweight division, because this has become a saturated cesspool of politics. This has become one of those hot springs where you see water there and it's just constantly bubbling and it's all different colors. You have all this what they call it, falsate or motherfucking salt and all these motherfucking chemicals in that shit. It's just bubbling over. Damn well you can't drink from it. Everything about it looks contaminated and poisonous. That's what the lightweight division has come when we're dealing with Kambosos and the trio of Devin Haney and Lomachenko. They pretty much made Devin Haney the invisible man at lightweight, because he can't get the top names and everybody has an excuse as to why they can't see him. Everybody has an excuse as to why they can't see him. And with the help of the grand conspirator himself, Mauricio Suleiman, he has a lot to do with that. He has a lot to do with the perception that's coming from the boxing public. He has a lot to do with that, because he created the belt. He created the franchise belt, bro. His dad didn't do it. Mauricio did it. And also, he has a big part of the belt that was there before, that Vasyl Lomachenko and Luke Campbell fought for, the vacant title. He has responsibility for that belt too. So if the franchise isn't across the board in boxing, how is the lightweight division, which has pretty much grew the fuck out the this belt being a part of the conversation. How can the lightweight division come up with all these other, alias for a belt that's not even considered that in other divisions by other champions? They're not calling Josh Taylor a proud champion, Mauro Charlo a proud champion, Errol Spence a proud champion, Cool Boy Steph a proud champion, Canelo a proud champion. They're not doing it. They're not calling Makabu a proud champion, Tyson Fury a proud champion. They're not calling any other damn champion outside of the lightweight division a proud champion. But now you're going to change the entire naming of the belt in one division. And then the influence is why Devin Haney is invisible is because of the respect that's ongoing, that's incoming rather. The incoming disrespect that is happening with Team Haney at lightweight division. So how do we resolve this? First, it's only a hope and a prayer that Kambosos come out and select Devin Haney to fight and clear up the shit. And understand that Lomachenko's had his moment. Who gives a fuck? He fought Nakatani and Richard Comey. We got to keep it motherfucking clear. He didn't do anything special. Nakatani had 2 tough fights before stepping in there with Lomachenko. And Teofimo Lopez crushed Richard Comey in 2 rounds, vice him going the distance. So nothing special was done for Kambosos to go over there and say, I want to fight Lomachenko right now. Now we come back to ground zero, and he should just come out and say, you know what? I'm going to take care of this situation. I'm going to clear up all the damn issues. I'm going to smooth this out, and I'm going to fight the last remaining champion so we can clear this bullshit up. I think the people will respect Kambosos even more if he said, you know what? I'm going to honor my word, because I did make it a point to say, I'm going to go up here and just, clear up all the confusion and discontent that's going on with this franchise belt and WBC title that Devin Haney has. All right, cool. Now we're talking. So we'll see what happens ongoing with this particular situation in the upcoming weeks. We'll see. Because like I told y'all before, it just seems like Kambosos is playing, he's just playing the field. He hasn't been in this situation before. He may be looking at him having the fight over there in Australia and who his fans want to come see more, Lomachenko or Devin Haney. So if he's looking in that perspective on, who would the Australian fans want to sit down and have a good old time with, who will sell the most tickets, he may be thinking Lomachenko. But if you're doing what's right for boxing, legacy, and the respect of the fans that you're trying to acquire, then you'll go ahead and select Devin Haney so we can have for all the motherfucking crowns. It'll give a lot for the promotion to sit down and come up with new material, because this would be the first time that we're fighting for the franchise all the way down. Now, I hope Team Haney, if they do get the shot, they petition for the franchise belt. Don't leave shit out there. Strip them butt ass naked. Don't leave shit out there. Request for everything and go in there and win. That's all I can tell you. Don't do anything short. Don't leave the franchise belt with Kambosos. Fuck all that. Petition for it. Put all the damn pride and all this other shit. They already disrespected you so much. If you ain't pissed off by that, I don't know what to tell you, bro. Don't sit up there and leave that franchise title out there. If you get the shot, take everything and give them nothing. Take as many pictures that you want, whatever with the belts. You be the only one, and then you have momentum going up to 140. Don't even defend them. Leave them motherfuckers at lightweight and get the fuck on. All you can do with Ryan Garcia is shake his head. W says, what it do, my G? False alarm, not official. What you talking about, Alfonso? False alarm, not official. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you mean by false alarm, not official. You looking at my thumbnail. I don't know what. Oh, but as I was saying, let's hope that Kambosos come out with some information and get it popping. And he select Devin Haney for this shot. It'll be awesome. You know what I'm saying? Moving on to Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's making noise. I like it. I like the Keith Thurman's coming back and people trying to once again switch back over to Keith Thurman. Because look, Keith Thurman had fans back in the day. They considered him to be the man at one point in time. But you can't sit here and be mad and hold a little grudge because he didn't acknowledge Errol Spence when he was being called out. I don't think he felt comfortable being the injuries that he had and shit like that was going on, that he wanted to take a tough fight like that. So he just stalled him out, came off the WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? And then he lost to Manny Pacquiao and shit like that. Now, Keith Thurman, who's a good self-promoter, he's a good talker. He's coming back. He's talking his shit. He's saying some funny stuff. Keith Thurman give you what you want. That's one thing I respect about Keith. Like, he's not a stuck-up dude in person. He will talk to you just like you've been training with him. I never really, had him as one of the primary fighters that I support, but I like his energy, bro. So the question, the big question is, how would Keith Thurman look against Mario Barrios? What type of result do we need from Keith Thurman to put him into the running for another fight? Now, of course, that name being Terrence Crawford, Thurman said, if everything goes right, he may potentially fight Terrence Crawford in the summer. That may be more of a reality than what we initially thought. The reason being is that, Timothy Smith came out. He was talking about economics. He was talking about Crawford hasn't been built into a PPV star. He was really up there talking his, he was talking that 8 or 9, 10 shot type of sanity shit. Everclear 10 shot. He was up there just speaking and being a messenger. He's implying to the fight fans that economically, we don't want to insult Crawford and give him a lowball offer. We just don't have the money. They want the least that they could possibly get from this fight for whatever reason. Probably because of Canelo. And Canelo went over there and swooped up the heist. He's following Floyd Mayweather print. Floyd go over there, get the money, and leave. They motherfucking, allow Canelo to come over there. And I know for sure they was trying to get him for more than one fight. So when it comes down to another big fight that's been cooking, it's been marinating. It's been here, dog. It's already marinated. There's nothing else that needs to be marinated. It's cooking right now. And he comes out here and say, due to economic decline and Crawford not being made a PPV star, he wasn't built that way. Like, it took me back to Build-A-Bear. The first time I walked up to Build-A-Bear with one of my sons, I was like, look, we got Build-A-Bear over here, dog. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over here and check out this. We was on our way to the shoe store, but let's go check out Build-A-Bear. That played in my mind like he wasn't built into a PPV star. So my question is, right? This Keith Thurman fight, it may be more of a reality than we thought with Terrence Crawford. Because if PBC is pretty much shunning the idea of them having enough money to give to Crawford and to appease Spence, who is the one who's been saying he wanted to come undisputed, right? Errol needs to get with the right people. If he, if they even listen to him, he needs to get with the right people and try to figure this shit out if he really wants to fight. If he don't want to fight, he'll just continue to let Timothy come up here and say what he got to say and sit in the background and come on here every time somebody asks him, hey, Errol, do you want to speak on what Timothy Smith said about, his economics? Oh, no, you have to speak to Timothy about that because I don't have nothing to do with me. He said what he said. I don't have nothing to do with that. Talk to them. Talk to Al. That's Errol Spence shit. Talk to Al. He never going to give you clarity when asked a question. He's not going to give you clarity. So now we look at it like, okay, people whining and crying about Boots Ennis stepping in and fighting Terrence Crawford. We might see Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman defeats Mario Barrios, and they still haven't really derived a plan for Spence Crawford. We might see Crawford stepping in there with Thurman. Real talk. That's a good fight. I like it, man. I mean, Keith Thurman was a former unified at welterweight. I mean, give the man the respect, bro. Like, dude is not a bum. Keith Thurman is not a bum. So when it comes down to it, if they're up here trying to give us warnings and shit, SOS signals, we should really consider about talking about something else. We should really start talking about Keith Thurman, Mario Barrios, and then the winner of that. I don't know. I don't know if it's look, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna bullshit you. I don't know if it's feasible if Mario beats Thurman for Crawford to fight Barrios, because a lot of us will say, man, he'll destroy Barrios, right? But then the shit is good for conversation only, and I truly believe that Thurman will go up here and get the job done. How he gets it done, I don't know, but if Barrio goes the distance with Keith Thurman, people are gonna look at him like, I don't know. I don't know, man. You had Gervonta do it at 40, and that was his first fight at 40. If he was able to stop him, well, how good is Keith Thurman if he wasn't able to stop him moving up? Fighters fight different at a weight that's more comfortable with them because they don't have to weight drain themselves. Just think about that. Barrio said he was having a hard time making 40. Now he's fighting 7 pounds heavier. Like he has to make 47, not 40. So that's a relief in itself. Alfonso, what do you mean about false alarm not official? I didn't know what you was talking about. So let's just look at it like that. That Terrence Crawford may indeed be facing Keith Thurman next, if by chance PBC continue to talk what they talk. Why? Because we know we have the Errol Spence and Yordenis Ugas fight coming up. But people are looking at that shit like we're in confusion, delirium. They're like, oh shit, who can win this? People are not talking like Errol Spence is going to sit up there and turn on the water and watch motherfucking Ugas. They really don't know what to expect with this fight, dog. They have no idea what to expect with this fight. They continue to see Ugas step up to the challenge and perform, and they say to myself, oh shit, Ugas might. Look, Yordenis Ugas might have the fight of his life. This might be the best fight of his life against Errol Spence. You gotta remember he's Cuban. You have to remember the pride that them Cubans have. You know what I'm saying? The underestimation that he had going into the Sean Porter fight. How he performed, and people, he was like, okay, now they understand I'm serious. And then people was like, Sean Porter wasn't putting out. He was just performing to the level of his competition. You know what I'm saying? He has a big fight coming up with Spence, so he's not gonna go in there and risk it. Kenny gave him the orders. You know what I'm saying? Kenny gave him the orders. That's pretty much, how people did. And then, Dennis Ugas probably having these self-reflections and saying, what do I have to do to gain the respect of these people? Because they think I'm garbage. They think I'm Sebastian Formella up in this motherfucker. They think I'm super soft, a marshmallow over open fire, goddammit. So now, with the Errol Spence fight, I believe Ugas is going to have the fight of his life and the performance of his motherfucking life. We just have to see how it plays out. And then, being that all of a sudden in 22, PBC comes out with economics, we'll see if this economic topic of them, somewhat facing a hardship economically because Crawford wasn't built into a PPV star. Let's see if that energy changes from January to March. Let's see if it changes from January to March. You know what I'm saying? Let's see if there's any other topics on negotiation, possible negotiation, but nothing's really going to be definitive until Errol Spence, if he beats Ugas or not. What Tim Smith did was just give us a little, something to latch on to and carry with us all the way over to the fight. And then once the fight is over with, then we'll kind of get an idea if they plan on entertaining Spence Crawford finally. That's all I can say on that. If they plan on entertaining this shit. Next is Canelo Alvarez. The man himself. I can't say the man, a myth. He ain't a myth. But let's look at it this way. This is what I'm hoping from Canelo. If Canelo Alvarez is, we already know he had potentially Makabu at cruiserweight to pick up a 5th division, right? If he's planning on contending at 168, it's only 2 names that I really want him to fight. That's David Benavidez first, or Jamal Charlo second. The reason why I say in that order, obviously, because David Benavidez is a threat, and he's a former world champion at that division. Forget all the nitpicking and petty shit that we've seen with Charlos. You know what I'm saying? We've seen individuals talk about, well, even with Errol Spence, saying he ain't gonna give damn Keith Thurman a shot because he ignored him when he was trying to call him out. I mean, it's just petty shit. But with Canelo, he seems to be taking that same road because David Benavidez is like, he's rubbed him the wrong way. But I'm like, damn, Caleb Plant rubbed you the wrong way to the point where y'all got physical. You got physical at the weigh-ins. So Benavidez can't be that bad. Benavidez can't be that bad, shawty. Like, come on now. You can't be that upset because he wants to fight you and tell you if you're not going to fight him once you vacate the titles then. So I look at it like this. I've been saying I want to see Maul Charlo step up, right? There's other names, okay, for him to step up. So if by chance he's able to step up and fight Caleb Plant, cool. That's a step up fight in my opinion. But if we're talking about Canelo allowing David Benavidez the opportunity to fight for the unified titles, and it's a quality opponent at 68, I would say David Benavidez, hands down. Hands fucking down, period. Not Demetrius Andrade, none of that shit. David Benavidez, because he's a big 168 pounder. He could fight at 175 at any day, but I know he wanna clear all this questions. He want to clear everything up at 168 pounds. He want Canelo Alvarez. Trick in the building, bro. What's good with you? WCS salute and good morning. Salute you, Trick Nolte, man. Good to see you out and about, man. Still setting up interviews with the OGs of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Good shit, bro. Salute to you. Hope all is well with your training regimen. C Wood on deck. What's good? Hey, World Combat Sports, salute to you. Salute to everyone that just showed up. Salute to y'all. But I have a little time, in case anybody want to hop on the panel. But about anything, multiple topics, whatever. But that's what I look at when it comes to Canelo. I really want, Aki comes, off of fighting this Makabu WBC champion at cruiserweight. He gives David Benavidez the opportunity, man. It's only right. Real talk. It's only right, bro. It's only right that we get this fight out the way. So, people congratulate Canelo for unifying the division. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the strongest freaking division when it comes to the champions out there. Callum Smith did absolutely nothing. Billy Joe Sanders talked the game, didn't do much, quit on the stool after he was sitting up here berating somebody else for doing it. And then Caleb Plant, his pre-fight intentions, look, I can't say he wasn't hungry. He was hungry. He wanted to fight. But between the opening bell and as rounds started to tick away, I don't know. Caleb Plant had like this kind of lapse, a breakdown that he couldn't beat, even though he was doing pretty decent. He started to move a lot, and then his punch volume just dropped, and then he started just slowing the fuck down. Like, this is the fight you've been waiting on. It was postponed, so you had to be in shape. Isn't your coach Larry Wade? Y'all had to be waiting on this motherfucking fight now. And then the conversation that he had in the 9th round, I just said, nah. Y'all was slapping each other around. And you're going to say, hey, it's pretty good. Nah, man. And then just the way he was looking after, it's just almost like he said, damn, I got paid over $10 million for this fight. Adrian, we did it. That's somewhat like I seen. He had a Rocky moment there, like she was talking to Canelo. In his mind, it was like, damn, I just got paid over $10 million. I did it. I'm not saying he gave up, but it was almost like you're talking to somebody like Canelo who's dared to take your last strap, dog. How are you saying I'm pretty good and I respect your skills and this, that? How are you going to have a coming to Canelo moment and he's trying to collect your belt for Undisputed? Dude, you go all out. You make it a life and death situation. You make Canelo, you put him in a moment of distress. You try to, at least. You ain't having a motherfucking dialogue with this dude. Jesus Christ, bro. What panel? W says Yo was live last night on the panel. What panel? Southern Tees panel, or what panel you talking about? What panel you talking about? He did give up, but he definitely gave in to that bag. He did, C Wood. You know what I'm saying? He did, bro. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to say he quit because he was still boxing. But I tell people all the time, quitting has different stages to it. Hey, quitting is just not a panacea to just say, you gave up on everything. No, quitting have stages to it. It always has. There's levels, there's stages to quitting. There's different type of actions that goes along with quitting. That conversation that he was having was the first stage of surrender. I can't fuck with you, dog. I'm gonna have a conversation. I'm pretty good, huh? I'm pretty good for my record. What do you think of my skills? I respect your skills. And Canelo's like, dude, what the fuck? We traded shots at the face-off. What are you doing talking to me with a smile on your face? And then, at the post fight, when you in front of you acting like you a fan, like you're mesmerized being there with Canelo. I'm looking for the Caleb Plant that was in a tailored suit that swung on Canelo for pushing him. I'm looking for that Caleb Plant. I'm not looking for the Caleb Plant. It's I apologize, that Canelo. I apologize. Shit, I was wrong. I was wrong for trash talking you, Canelo. And you showed me something. You hit me with that 2-piece. You showed me that you was better dressed for the occasion, which he was. Canelo didn't have shades on, check mark. Canelo had on a short sleeve shirt, full range of motion. You know what I'm saying? Full range of motion on his punches. Canelo was dressed apart, dog. He didn't come in there with no damn blazing suit, tailored suit at that, and much tighter than the normal suit. I mean, he came for the shit. Don't wear no shades. Put on a short sleeve shirt. It's just like it's just like going up when you went to a club and you looked around and saw the dudes that was in boots and in Timberlands. They was up to no good. That's real talk. That's real life. You saw the dudes with the Timbs on. You was like, shit, they up here for no good. They up here to goddamn cause trouble and goddamn get the fighting up in this bitch. Hold on, I'm just checking shit out right quick. All right. Hey, appreciate you, Trick. Trick Noty with the super chat. He said, WCS, I had $10 left on my baby mama's food stamp card. I spent $2 on some powdered donuts, $3 on some cranberry juice, and the other $5 went to the super chat. Damn, dog. I appreciate you, dog. Hey, man, damn. I don't even know what to say to that Trick. For real. There, he said he bought powdered donuts, some cranberry juice. Man, that shit crazy, dog. I appreciate you though, that OG. I appreciate you, Trick. All you doing for the sport of boxing, for real. I appreciate you. Real talk. Continue to do what you do and support, these channels that you provide these boxers with a voice, these OGs that they used to box back in the day with a voice, man. Pop, what's good?
Ain't shit, bro. What's good with you?
I missed that. Whatever you're talking about, like you talking about Southern T's panel or what?
Yeah, you was up there for a second, and then I guess you was like, man, I'm gonna pull back.
Oh no, I just left because y'all was speaking on something else that went down that I didn't know about. So I figured you all would be addressing that for a length of time, and I was like, I just dropped back through.
Yeah, they tried to run up on me like I was gonna get scared. And, you know what I'm saying? I guess they don't know. I ain't give them time to forget. They just don't know who I'm the same dude.
I really don't know what went down, but pretty much I kind of understand. I kind of
First of
understand.
all, like 3 weeks ago, he was on the panel. He said something.
What are you talking about? You can't say he.
Blu-ray. All right,
Nobody
Blu-ray was
knows
on
what
the
you're
panel.
talking about.
Blu-ray was on the panel. Blu-ray was like, he was gonna be working with Earl. So, like, I was like, yo, why this ain't news? Ain't nobody asked the question. So, you know what I'm saying? Yesterday, in a Facebook group, somebody tagged him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like niggas was talking about him shitty in the group. So somebody tagged him. He jumped into the group, you know, said his little piece, and he jumped back out. So that's what I was addressing yesterday.
But still,
Huh?
it's a huge gap on what was addressed though. What was said that was considered wrong?
One dude was like like in the group, you know, it's a Facebook group. So, you know, people talking shit. So one guy was like, Blu-ray got fired. You know what I'm saying? So it went from there to, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, it's me, it's Shalom group, but like Shalom was just like, he was saying stuff, but he wasn't saying nothing derogatory. Some chick jumped in there named Tamika that know Blu-ray, and she took it somewhere else. And we was like, no, we not saying that he broke. The title of the video.
You said Destiny took it somewhere else?
No, some chick named Tamika.
Oh, Tamika. I don't know who that is.
She took it somewhere else. Like, when she looked at the post, she just read what the title was. But the title is what Blu-ray named it.
He said he named it what?
Does Blu-ray need a job? With a question mark.
Oh, okay. And
So,
Tamika
like,
said something like he was broke or something.
Like, no, somebody else said it. Like, they was like he got fired, and then some dude, like, people were like he broke, and she was like, he ain't broke. He do this, he do that. So then she went and tagged him to bring him into the group. You know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I didn't even see the shit. I missed the whole shit until it was over. I missed the whole shit. So when I started reading the shit, I was like, oh, she was just looking to damn make a, you know what I'm saying? Try to start some shit.
What were you looking to get from it yesterday when you was asking him those questions? Was it something?
I just want an answer.
I mean, hold on for a second. Did you need clarification because you was truly not curious about it, but you just something you wanted answers about him and Errol Spence not working together just yet?
Yeah, like, and that's what that's how I said, is he getting the call or has he not got the call yet? That was my question to ask him, because I had those questions 3 weeks ago, but Destiny, you know what I'm saying, she went haywire. I never got to ask him the questions, and then the panel just got crazy, you know, with BFTB, Blue Blood, you know what I'm saying?
Now everybody was on there about that. Okay. What that on Southern T's panel again?
Yeah, that was on T panel like 3 weeks ago. It was me, BFTB, Blu-ray, and Blue Blood.
So why it went left again? I'm
Destiny, because they was about to ask Blu-ray something about, you know, Earl and Bud, and you know how when it comes to Earl and Bud, she loses.
Yeah.
So she.
So Destiny went off on an entire panel with all those names you just mentioned.
Hell yeah. And
I know that was interesting.
She had to pull her off the damn show.
Hey, that's how it goes sometimes, man. Shit. One thing I won't do, I'm gonna tell you, Papa Lot, I'm not gonna get in another man's business. Like, I don't know Blu-ray. I don't have nothing against you know, I don't have nothing against him, what he does. Make it get it how you live, man. I'm not gonna be a gossiper like that.
We had nothing to say about his money, bro. We just was like, you know, one guy, you know, Shalom was like, stop. He was like, leave the EJ shit alone. Make another one.
Yeah.
That's how he's on it. Like, you know, leave that shit alone. If he call, he call you, but make another one. So all I wanted to ask was, bro, how many boxers have you worked with? How many pro athletes have you worked with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then
I heard you ask that.
Yeah, I had 5 real questions. Like, cause we media. I feel like me, you, Shalom, you know what I'm saying? even T, but some of these dudes ain't media. They want to be friends. They don't even want to ask the question. Now, I felt like I could ask the question because I was on a panel with you, and you said you was gonna be working with Earl the rest of his career. Like I know you addressed it on your Instagram and the YouTube page, but I want to ask the question. Fair question.
I look at it like this: there's nothing wrong with having a rapport. Sometimes with that rapport with a fighter is friendship. I mean, we're talking about grown ass adults, and we're talking about individuals that we're seeking information from. So if we can have a friendship with them to get the information, that's even better. That's even better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to it, but I mean, we have personalities. Huh?
I invited him back to the group. Like, bro, if you got charities that you're doing and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Showcase them here. We don't mind. You know what I'm saying? We support if you supporting the community.
But see, I have to defend myself too if I was in his position, because it's good and it's bad. It's good that he was linked up to Errol Spence, but it's bad when he's no longer linked up with Errol Spence and he has a big fight coming up. So they expect consistency. They expect him, if he's in the camp, they saying, okay, why are you not there again? You was here for this, or this fight. Why are you not there now though? What's going on? What's wrong with that shit? Why are you not there?
That's the question. And he answered my questions. It wasn't like once he answered it, I had another question for that. No, I had a totally different question.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then I was fucking with T. Like, man, stop starting shit, man. I knew you was gonna call. I did it on purpose though. I knew he was gonna call him. You gotta know how to pull. You gotta know how to pull. You know what I'm saying? Bro been showing me. He been showing me. You gotta know how to get him out there. I don't have his number. I don't have his email. So how do I get to ask that question?
Yeah, true. I mean, it's good. It's good that he was able to show up on the panel and you was able to ask the questions, but that is still one of those personal conversations when it comes to his employment. Like, it is public record, I can say that, but it's a lot deeper than that shit, Pop. Like, I truly believe Derrick James has something to do with it. Real talk.
Yo, he can answer your question.
Exactly. I asked him a question myself. I say, I truly believe myself. I believe that Derrick James has something to do with it.
I can't answer that.
The question, then cool. If he don't, then he'll just validate what I believe.
Hey, I didn't even go. And you know, like if I was real hardcore media and like was going against them, I'd have asked that question again. Like, why can't you answer that? That would have started something.
Yeah.
Now, I stayed with my questions and I kept going. Because everybody else on the panel, you already know that, you know, they was just like,
yeah.
What you wanted to say, Rob? Like, no, I just want him to answer a question if I got a couple for him.
Yeah. I mean, look, I look at it like this. When I pulled up on the live, it was something I was missing. So I was trying to hit the replay onto whatever you was talking about. Like, that's for anybody who's pulling up to that live. Like, okay, what happened prior to this shit? Because we don't know.
Like, I would have loved to have homeboy in the group just for him just coming to the group. You know what I'm saying? Now he pull up to the Facebook group and it's for some other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's on false pretense.
Yeah, some you know, some response shit. Some reaction type shit.
You know what I'm saying? So he already come in like, I'm being attacked. You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even it. You know,
me, man, I agree.
Somebody's gonna say something stupid. It's Facebook, but yeah.
Yeah, I would have like, next time you do that and you're on a live, right?
Yeah.
Put a link up there to put a Facebook link in the chat, so the people that's in the live chat, if they want to click on that link, they can kind of, you know, skim through on what you're actually talking about.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people that was pulling up to that live, they didn't have an idea what y'all was talking about.
Yeah, and you know what too? I couldn't say people's names until he came up there. He had to say homegirl name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, cool. Now you're gonna say her name. Now I can just say that. Like, Tamika came in there and was like, y'all hating on him. And he was like, we not hating the dude. And Shalom like, we're not hating on him. I'm just saying, make another one. And then she went on to, boy, good. He got businesses. He do this in the community, this, that, and the third. That's not what we was saying, baby girl. You feel what I'm saying? All he asked was, can you make another one? And my question was not even in that group. I just had my own question. Was this, are you working with Blu-ray?
Showtime. Shalom. Hey. What's good, my brother?
Yo, can y'all hear me good enough?
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm gonna clear it up. Once and for all, right? That post was his video, right? But I'm gonna just tell you how like people they be lurking, they have ulterior motives, and that post was from 2 days ago. Because, like I said, I have a media company now. I'm somewhat established in this media game. I do a lot in this game now, but I came in this game on my media tip, and I have an established media company. So it's an ongoing thing down there in Texas with IOTBA and Blu-ray. So I posted IOTBA's video in my group. So I also posted Blu-ray's video in my group. Now this whole Tamika Marshall chick, she's down with the whole disloyal to the game. That's a whole nother topic. But she waited 2 whole days. 2 whole days. That post was up for 2 whole days to jump on it and try to turn the narrative on that whole post. Now nobody was even saying about Blu-ray needing a job. None of that. That's his title on his video. But she tried to come in there and flip the narrative like that's what we was talking about him about. And it was nothing like that. And so then when he jumped on all in the comments, like I said, I conduct myself professionally now. And when I added him, I said, yo, bro, isn't this your video? This is your video. I didn't make no video on you trying to, whatever this female Adam and Eve type shit done put in your head, added you in the comments, like we trying to tear you down. This is your video, brother. Before you even jump out there trying to grandstand. But like I said, I'm glad he did that because he gave my company media news. That's why I did that video that he said he got 50K from Earl Spence. That's news now. So I appreciate him for that. But like I said, homegirl, Messy Jessie, whatever you want to call her, Adam and Eve done gave him the apple and he bit the apple. You know? Because it was nothing knocking him. Like I said, I'm a professional now. My catalog speaks for itself in this game. So what I did was I knew I threw Corray's video on there and Corray was killing them. So what I said was, yo, it's 2 sides to every story. So I posted his live video. But they waited 2 whole days. And like I said, it's a lot of people that hate on the source. They hate on what I'm doing in the game because they see how I done graduated from being media to a consultant to somewhat getting fighters situated and signed. And a lot of people, like World Combat knows the struggle. A lot of people try to close the media door on me, try to blackball me in this game. And look how God works. I done graduated and do all kind of other things in the game now. But this old messy chick, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. She came in there with her messy business. And tried to turn the whole post on some, we trying to knock Blu-ray down and this, that, and the third. That's his video. How can I knock somebody down when I repost their own work? See, like he said in the post, you got to make it make sense. I didn't post a video and put a hashtag, oh, Blu-ray needs employment, Earl Spence 5. No, I posted his video, his actual live video. And then I seen on the Southern T, like that's why I don't go on a lot of panels, because you know the whole whatever they go by their community, they always try to spin the what's the name. Like it had nothing to do with whether he got fired or not. That's his video. I have a media company. I know I have very important people that's behind me that watch what I do. So what I do is I put out the information. That was his live. He released information on that. So I seen the dudes on T's panel talking about trying to, like, that's what's wrong with certain people in this game. They want to push narratives. No, if you are media, it is your job to put out the information. Give your opinion on it, but put out the information. See, too many people want to classify themselves as media, but don't put out the information. They want to put out their own information. And then they get mad at brothers like myself that put out the information, and then I put my sauce on it.
Let me ask you this though. This goes to both of y'all. Like, what is the heightened attention that's being given to Blu-ray at this point in time? I know you mentioned ILTBA, but what generated a from the damn YouTube public on what he said, the Blu-ray? What is that about? Because we all know the history
Oh, you know,
with
like
ILTBA and Spence. So what did he ask Blu-ray, or what did he say to Blu-ray that generates all the buzz outside of Tamika?
yo, basically, you know what it is. Like what Popular said before I got on here. ILTBA's whole thing, and it's a lot of people's whole thing, but at least ILTBA is man enough to put it out there. It's like, brother, you nice, you do what you do, you're a guru. Who else are you perfecting that formula on? You understand? Like, who else? Like, all right, you got Earl there, 11 knockouts, 11 straight fights, but Earl is Earl also too. What other fighters are you doing that for? Is it only Earl? That's what it all stems from. And see, a lot of people can't stomach that when you want to ask that or you want to bring that up. It's just like with Jay-Z and Dame Dash. It's like, all right, Dame, you said you made Jay-Z, so make another Jay-Z.
So it was more curious on who else he's linked up with in the professional boxing side of the house outside of Errol Spence.
Yeah, and if you look at the post that Popular is referring to, somebody commented. Like I said, I'm deep in the game. I know a lot, man. But I just, like, when it comes to the internet, I'm still learning how to deal with that, because like my whole thing is about respect. And dudes on the internet, they're very disrespectful. And then, like, if you catch them in traffic, the type of person I am, it's like, bro, I'm on go, man. If you disrespect me and I see you, we gotta correct that. You know, we got to correct that, because I don't disrespect people. Like I was in heavy counsel yesterday behind that, because I was on my Ice Cube Boys in the Hood type shit with homegirl, because it's like, yo, you coming over here with this old messy business? Like, come on, this is serious source business. We professional over here. You got this man out of character, acting like people dumbing him down. If anything, I got fighters. I could put him onto some work, because quiet as cat, Jahad Tucker's gonna run the game in a second. Jahad Tucker will be running the game in a second. And if you don't believe me, go on the Top Rank website, the Top Rank page. They are blasting him off nonstop right now.
And that is the truth. That's the truth.
You know?
That's real talk. I would say this. I was just curious because I don't get involved in it. I mean, I have a history with ILTBA way back when I was just doing Facebook shit before I was heavy on damn YouTube. So seeing the shit filter over, I was there when the shit split, when the damn demise happened with him and Arrow, everything that happened along with that. But it's just amazing it's still going on now, that he can have a voice to talk with somebody who was also linked up with Errol Spence. So you have two people that was linked up with Errol Spence that's no longer with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Neither one of them are with him no more.
And you know what I think it is too, right? Like I ain't gonna disclose the brother's name that I was talking to about this. It's like Dallas is a big city, but how many real big time boxers do they have? So it's like everybody wants to cling to that.
Correct.
You understand what I'm saying? Like both of them was a part of that movement.
ILTBA, he had the comfort zone of being attached to Errol.
Yeah,
you know, like I seen him walk out. I was there at the Carlos Ocampo fight right there when he walked out. You know, with
he was like
Beasley.
He was like Bundini.
Like
he was like Bundini. If he would have played his cards correct, he could have been like Bundini on Team Spence. Because he was in the locker room, hucking and jiving, doing what he does. Ooh, you the best, Earl. Get him, Earl.
Earl.
Yo, that's part of the game. Listen, that's part of the game.
I knew who was gonna be the one who shut all that shit down. I knew it was always gonna be. I knew it was gonna be Derrick James, dog. I knew it was gonna be Derrick James, bro. Way back then, I knew he was gonna be the one to shut.
That's how he moved. If you know, you know. That's why I posted my interview with him. I posted my interview with Bo Mac just to show, like, because people always be like, "Oh, you be hating on Derrick James." No, listen, I personally been around him. I interviewed him numerous times. Like, I know the man. I've been around him. You know what I'm saying? I've been to the Marriott hotels with them. Him and shout out to his brother Maurice. Maurice is more of a solid dude. I want to say his brother Maurice. But Derrick is funny, and if you know, you know. That's just Derrick James's vibe. You know. But I knew it was gonna go left too. Once Derrick built his own facility, I knew it was only a matter of time before IOTBA was going to be out of the loop.
But see, IOTBA, he was somewhat when I was hearing stuff behind the scenes, he was somewhat stepping on the toes of Derrick James by, you know, inviting certain people up to the gym and stuff like that. Which I don't blame him. You know, get as much meat as you possibly can, dog. Like, he was in the moment. He was trying to, you know, record certain things Derrick didn't want him to record. And plus, he was a controversial figure out there. So it was a lot of attention being shown to Errol Spence. But I would say Errol Spence kind of pretty much had his support for him, too, because when ILTBA and Ellie Setback had a situation and Ellie was trying to front on him, and Errol said, you know what? You know, he defends who he defends. He has his personality and you have your personality. So Errol Spence was kind of fucking with ILTBA.
Oh, that was his partner. That was his dog.
So, you know, that's where this shit really come from, though. Right there, like the last month or so, they've been going at it crazy, especially with the Instagram, the back and forth with the videos. They've been going back and forth crazy. And then when he said he was working with Earl, and that video came out with the Road to Undisputed, and we seen the, you know, the white married couple doing that. IOTBA been killing them.
Yeah.
Like his videos are nonstop, like biggity. They all, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what he does.
Why you ain't getting that?
He does.
So then
he's a shock jock. We would call a shock jock.
Yeah. So then on Blu-ray side, the videos he been posting there, they've been like the show, like, oh, I don't need Earl, I do this, I do that. This is what I do. This is what I can do for anybody. So between his videos and IOTBA videos, I'm like, let me just ask the question, homeboy.
Yeah, I think, but to be honest with you, I think the whole Earl Spence ILTBA situation went left when I ain't gonna disclose the guy's name, but the disloyal to the game guys, you know, they really basically backdoored IOTBA just to try to come up on that camp.
Absolutely.
You know, that's why I said it's a lot of information that I actually know, but I just don't speak on because it's like a lot of that stuff to me is like VH1 reality TV shit. It gets messy, and the type of circles that I'm entering in and I'm trying to continue to go in, I don't want those vibes around.
And there you go. And you know, you made a good point. That's why I left the shit alone. I was there and seen it play out, dog.
Yeah, I know. We all was down there.
These niggas got they put me out to the side just because, you know, IOTBA told them, hey man, don't fuck with that nigga. He didn't check in. You know, if y'all want to go back there and touch that IBF title, y'all don't fuck with WCS. he told them to sit down like a good little boy. And y'all don't answer phone calls, don't text him, no nothing. How can a grown man be in a restaurant and they say you was coming to eat at a restaurant? See, this is how far the shit goes back. And I look behind me, I see them whole table of niggas behind me.
Yeah.
All of them.
I remember you told the story.
All of them. They sitting 20 feet from me. I say, damn, he got them motherfuckers on lock. They really want to be, you know, that close. You know what I'm saying? They following ILTBA like a good little boy.
They are, they are. You know what? That's why I came up with that name, the Spence Mites. They the Spence Mites. Oh, they the Spence Mites. Yeah, they was feeling some type of way about me because I had the ends with EJ's family. Like I grew up with his uncles and his aunties and them. I know them. You know what I'm saying?
I remember that when you showed me that, and when we was at at the Barclay.
Yeah, I was. Listen, that weekend after the fight, after the Campos fight, was Father's Day. We was all at his aunt I ain't gonna disclose the name, house in Cedar Hill. I was right there. I was there with my wife at the time. Another guy that I was trying to groom into the media game it was a little off, little oddball, but he was also there, and we all had dinner. You know what I'm saying? We all had dinner and everything. That's what I said. Like it's a lot of stuff that I like I said I could go into, but it's like it's a lot of messy shit with that. I don't want that on me right now. Like I said, I don't need that, man. Like if that's the type of avenue and the genre I was pursuing, oh man, I would jump in the head first. But I'm not into that, man. I want to drink the Dom Perignon and have the can
I'll
you
be the
pass the
old Jones after the fight.
grape poupon type stuff.
Word.
That's the vibes I'm on right now. Can you pass me the grape poupon?
What Bernie say? He said, y'all ain't gonna taste none of that damn champagne with it.
They ain't popping that champagne. See, World Combat knows about that, man. World Combat be with the teams, man. That's what you do after the victory, man. You win the penthouse suite. I guess we popping champagne like we won the championship game.
Yep. hey, it's a different type of understanding this on this YouTube shit. They call it dick riding, but when you with a team, let's just say for instance, let's highlight Jahad Tucker with Shalom, right? I had the opportunity to see him when he was out there grinding, but he wasn't at his point now.
Yeah.
And he's made tremendous improvement in grounds. But god damn it, he has a killer. He has a killer in his damn stable right now, Jahad Tucker, bro.
Word.
You know,
we was talking about Jahad Tucker yesterday.
Jahad Tucker.
Me and C Wood, like C Wood from Yonkers. So me and him was talking about Jahad, and like I think he's seen every Jahad fight. So
I seen every.
You know what I'm saying?
Jahad Tucker is the truth, man.
Like, wait till his little brother Marley.
His grown man strength yet?
Yeah. Wait till Marley, man.
That's what we were saying. I was like,
Jahad. Yo, listen, not for nothing. I love Jahad. He's my guy. We joke about this all the time. I tell him all the time, you was the prototype. Wait till y'all see Marley, man. Marley's something special, man. And Marley is a southpaw. Damn, yes. Marley's different. I'm telling you, and World Combat already knows. You said you think Jahad got that Sweet Pea Whitaker. Man, Marley got that Sweet Pea Whitaker with the twist. I'm gonna say with the twist. Yes, man.
That's all we was just saying, bro. We was just like, yesterday I remember me and C Wood were going back and forth. We were just talking about how Jahad just be putting in work. And then I didn't even know it was a lot of people. They just started chiming in like, yeah, he's a monster. 5-3, about to be 6-0. Fight they do Hulu, fight here, fight there. I'm like, damn, y'all really know the boy. Okay.
Yeah. Now he's marching, man. Top Rank is getting behind him now.
And it's good. It's good. You have a lot of influence on the progress behind the scenes on that, man. I remember, you was basically going in on some people. And I didn't even really jump in because I was like, hey, he's going through the stages. You're going through the stages of media. You're finding out how to fight out of the inclement weather when people see you out here shining on this YouTube shit. You got to find a way to fight out the storm. And it was good, that you have a fighter like Jahad that's going to be a future world champion. And then you linked up with Jay Prince and Mike Prince. Some OGs in the game. And then, just to see you up here driving in Vegas Boulevard, that shit was gangster. That shit was gangster, goddammit. Like,
shout out to Uncle Jay. Yeah, we dropped him off at one of his glorious estates that night, man. I was just in shock because I was on my Machiavelli the Dawn shit. We got the big boy parked out in front of the MGM Grand. I was driving, and here comes Jay. I'm like, fuck it, you drive, huh? Nah, man. I just jumped in the passenger seat and shit. And then we dropped them home and shit. But I was like, damn. No, I was just in the moment. Like I said, that was the February fight. Jahad had one, we popping champagne like we won the championship game. And out comes Uncle Jay. I mean, like fuck it. You don't need to take no Uber. We right here. Let's roll.
Yeah. Yo, bro, you know what they were saying about Jihad too, and like that shit had me. I ain't even have to say it. They was like, he's got poise, like he's
above his
he's
years.
18, but yeah, like he fights like he's in his mid-20s.
Yeah, mature. Yeah, but because you got to think, right? Not for nothing. When he was 16 years old, he was sparring guys like Richard Comey, Sergey Domachenko. You know,
See, you can say those names. I couldn't say them names yesterday.
Yeah, Sergey Domachenko. You know, he's in the gym sparring guys like working with guys like Danny Jacobs. This one, Danny Jacobs was a killer. Not saying he's not a killer no more, but he lost a step or two. It is what it
He ain't a
is.
killer no more. He got that check. He ain't no killer no more.
But yeah,
well, if he ain't being stopped, he still got some stock to him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying he ain't that killer no more. That when he was coming out being the Miracle Man, running with that, he got that zone check, and he was just like jab, 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 jab.
Yo, listen, my good brothers, man. Let me get back over here on the work site. I just want to tap in with y'all. See y'all doing wonderful things, man. I just wanted to clean up a little bit of stuff. Like I said, salute to the brother Blu-ray. Continued success. Strength and conditioning guru. What you do is great. Because calisthenics, if everybody knows the Bruce Lee type of workouts, that is the best type of workout. Body weight, resistance training. So like I said, once again, I just wanted to come on here and just clear that up. Yeah, I put out a couple videos on it, but that's what media companies do. It's new. Yeah, but like I said, it's nothing against him. Wish you the great work, brother. And like I said, I was trying to help him out yesterday when he was talking. I was like, yo, bro, we don't need to know your business like that, what you got paid and all that. That's, but now since you're putting it out here, it's new.
It's news.
But it is what it is. Like I said, salute to you guys though. Scotty, I'm always tapping in with you. And Pop, man, promote and push your brand, brother.
You got it,
brothers. Be blessed and keep building.
Be safe out there, man.
Thanks.
Shout out to the CEOs.
So that cleared it up right there.
Yeah.
That cleared it up right there.
I ran across a video that was just posted on the 10-year challenge of everything boxing and sports, and he's just absolutely wrong. He's just absolutely wrong for putting time and effort into a video like this. He's just absolutely wrong, man. What are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
Oh shit!
What are you doing, dog? You just wrong there, Keon, man. You wrong, dog.
Yo, that's fucked up. He ran that on IOTVA like that. Hey, whatever, man.
Man, you wrong for that, Keon, for real.
But bro, that's the whole thing they doing.
Damn, dog.
Like they just give it. Like if you scrolling the web, you scrolling YouTube, and you just be like, yo, what is this right here? And it's just news. That's no different than Adrian Broner talking about some Tank, I'm gonna fuck you up, and Floyd don't fuck with you. That's brand new. That's breaking news.
Yeah.
So whether you like Floyd or whether you like AB, you got to report on it.
Yeah.
If you media, if not, then you just a fanboy with a channel. Anybody can do that.
So who do you think Wilder should come back and fight, man?
You said, okay, there you go.
Right. Huh?
You said who?
Metal?
You said who should come back and fight?
Deontay Wilder.
Oh man, I don't even know, bro. I'm being
they put three names out there: Andy Ruiz, Anthony Joshua, and Alexander Usyk.
Anthony Joshua. I just want to see that.
Come on, booby.
So
they're not gonna give him the Usyk back with the belts, right?
Come on.
Yes. So is it something?
Come on.
Do you agree that Anthony Joshua takes step aside money for Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk?
Will he take step aside money?
I say, is it beneficial for him to take step aside money? Jay Ocho on deck. What's good? Because he's due to step in on a rematch, but to get undisputed, Tyson Fury, Alexander Usyk is a better fight than Joshua stepping in there, because we've seen Joshua in this situation before.
I mean, I could say that, but then they're gonna be like, "Well, you didn't say that about Deontay Wilder."
Yeah.
So
But see, Deontay Wilder is a different case though. Deontay Wilder, he was set. We never seen him like take a loss like that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? To the point where he came back in the rematch and looked totally different. His opponent looked totally different,
yeah,
so to speak. Like Anthony Joshua, he looked really bad against Andy Ruiz and then came back against a fat Ruiz.
yeah, and
Then he
barely.
looked really bad against Alexander Usyk. Now we don't know how he's going to look coming back. So he had an arbitration going on prior to. So to say that he should take step aside money to let Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, hell no. Get that check.
Probably
Go
should
in there
take.
and try to get your belt back.
I mean, if I was him, if I'm guaranteed to fight, I think I got a better chance of beating Fury than Usyk. I think
Anthony Joshua has a better time of defeating Fury than Usyk.
Yeah, I think Usyk was just too small. I think he was like too mobile for him.
You saying Anthony Joshua has more a better shot at defeating Fury than Usyk?
Yeah, I don't think he stands a chance against Usyk. I think Usyk was just like Holyfield him. Like just came in too fast, too mobile, too skilled.
Man, Tyson Fury is too smart for Joshua, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, I'd rather see those two sluggers. He got a better chance of landing that punch on Fury than Usyk. He couldn't land shit on Usyk. That's just how I feel. Usyk, I'm not saying that he could beat Fury. I just think he got a better chance. I think if he fights Usyk again, it's gonna be worse.
Damn.
I think because he's gonna box.
I think Anthony Joshua can't fuck with Tyson Fury, bro.
I'm not saying that he can, but I think like it'll look real bad. Like I'd rather certain fighters, they'd rather get knocked out than to get beat up for 36
I mean,
minutes.
that's the mentality of combat in general. Like some people mindset is don't stop the fight. Let me go out on my shield. That's what Deontay Wilder requested. And that's what happened. But I'd rather like to see Deontay come back against Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, that's the fight I would like to see. Yeah, that's the fight I would like to see. But if Joshua's going, I think he should take the step aside money. It's going to be big because it's him, and then he's first in line for Undisputed.
If it works out like that, if he feels that he ain't missing nothing, I mean, Joshua may have this pride thing going on that he want to rematch the fighters that's beat him. You know what I'm saying? He want to rematch Alexander Usyk for respect purposes. You know how the damn gossip columnist is. They'll say, oh, he didn't want no more Alexander Usyk, so he gonna take step aside money to hope Usyk lose so he can fight Tyson Fury. But Tyson Fury is just as dangerous.
Just as dangerous. It really don't matter what he does. I mean, he should take a free payday if he got to fight either one of them again. He probably gonna get his ass. He should take. He's in a good
position. Why not?
Yeah, take a free payday. Step aside. Let them go battle it out. Warrior to warrior. One of them somebody, whoever wins, gonna leave something in the ring. And that's your best chance to fight him. Just if you fight Tyson Fury, you gotta go through the bullshit. Is he gonna retire? Does he feel like fighting? Is he gonna drop the belts? Can he fight over there? Shit crazy.
Wood said Joshua's gunshot at this point. What I always said about Joshua, he's his mechanics, he's robotic as a fighter.
Yeah.
But aesthetically, people was giving him all the credit in the world because he was over there in the UK, protected. Yeah. He was a unified champion, and people want to damn glorify him stepping in there with an old ass Klitschko.
That's what I thought. If Klitschko was 5 years younger, if he was 5 years younger, he'd have beat Joshua.
Look, he could have beat Joshua the night he fought him, bro. He could have beat him, but he let off the gas.
I think his age kicked in.
No, bro.
I feel like his age kicked in because, like you said, he hasn't fought it. He never fought again after the Joshua fight, and I just felt like, he's been through so many battles and wars, and I don't know what he dropped Joshua. I was like, he about to finish him now. And he just didn't have enough to go finish him. That's how I felt.
Man, he was landing the right hand at will on Joshua.
Oh yeah. But to me, Klitschko 5 years younger, 5 years more youthful, 5 years strong, 5 years of him being probably a little bit stronger, I think he'd have finished him in that when he knocked him down. Well, like the 9th, 10th round, 11th round, I think he'd have finished him. Word. And we know, like Anthony Joshua, he's a bodybuilder that probably got into boxing.
No, not at all, bro. Man, you don't want me to pull up the picture of Anthony Joshua on the frame he had when he was.
Oh my, bro! Don't tell me they juiced that boy. They gave him that special board meat over there.
Man, let me show you the picture. Hold up for a second. Let me show you the picture. I got the picture. Hold on.
Oh my God.
I'll show you the real Anthony Joshua. I'll show you the real Anthony Joshua. Hold up for a second. And tell me if this the Anthony Joshua you see fighting freaking Carlos Takam at 254. You know, let me get this picture. If I can find it right off the rip. Else I'll have to locate it. But I got it.
That dude was the same size as Deontay Wilder?
Hold on, I'm about to find it, man.
That's gonna be ugly, man.
I got the picture. I always keep it around so people can know what happened, what Eddie Hearns and them did with Joshua.
Okay.
That's why I always keep this picture around, man, because people, they'll come in here and say, Joshua this, Joshua that. He ain't juicing, he ain't doing nothing. Okay. Just give me a moment. Let me try to find this shit.
Yeah, man. What is that? Oh, man.
I just got to share it right quick.
Well, no, maybe I know you'll count. I spoke to her in the morning. I still want to call her.
Word up. Yeah. So what's up? What you think about with the Canelo Charlo news? That's all I'm calling it. Until I see paperwork, that shit is news to me.
Yeah, it's just chatter right now. But if Charlo get the fight, cool. But I want him to fight Benavidez, to be honest.
Who, Charlo?
No, I want Canelo to fight Benavidez. He's a true super middleweight
for all the belts, right?
Yeah, for all the belts. He's a true super middleweight, and he was a former champion. That's just my take on it. Who are you trying to see first?
Fight Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, if it ain't gonna be Benavidez, I think Boo Boo has a better chance of beating him than Charlo.
You saying Andre has a better chance of beating Canelo
than Charlo do, to me.
Why you think that?
Because one, Charlo comes forward. He's stiff, he's flat-footed. Everybody's saying Canelo's flat-footed and stiff, but Charlo's stiff, flat-footed. He's in a box. It's not like he moves his head or not a lot, and he likes to come forward, and Canelo likes to come forward. You got two fighters coming forward. Who's the better counterpuncher? Canelo. I feel like in a how they say, you got your foot in the bucket. I feel like Canelo beats him. You know what I'm saying? But with Boo Boo, those punches come from any and everywhere, bro. Them shits come from his shoes, from his pocket. He have his arm.
Why he ain't fought better competition though?
I say where he.
I hear people say that all the time, but why he haven't fought better competition?
I say where he is at. I say that being over there on the zone, getting that money, but not like that's the same thing with Bud. Like when they say Bud ain't really fought nobody,
But Bud still got that hungry though.
Yeah, he still do.
And Bud has fought somebody.
But you know how they keep saying them dudes on Top Rank. They want to say the best things. Bro, I don't even want to. Yeah, I heard somebody say yesterday, you should have been on BBC. You should have signed on BBC. Oh, it came out of you. That's why you don't like Bud, because he signed with the quote unquote white guy. He didn't sign with the black guy. What was best for Bud is what's best for Bud, bro.
Man, they think just because he would have signed with PBC, it wouldn't have been a conflict of interest having the two best welterweights under the same umbrella. Man, get out of here with that.
So when it comes to that, bro, it's just like in the middleweight division, who does Boo Boo have over there that's on Matchroom in the Zone?
I mean, we already know how dense that shit is, how shallow, man.
So
we already know the promotions that's out here and who they have and who they don't have.
So
we already know that.
He ain't got nobody to fight. They ain't even giving no top rank fighters to beat up. Not top rank, but Golden Boy. Oscar was like, hell no, I ain't whipping none of my goddamn prospects.
So you tell me what you think about this, bro. This right here.
Yo, get the fuck out of here, bro.
That's Anthony Joshua, dog.
No, that's Anthony Joshua's little brother.
Oh, that's Joshua, bro. That's what they built him from right there. That's the shell that they started from. You know what I'm saying? That's the mold right there. Look at that. They built him into what you see now.
Who they had with him? Eddie Reynoso or some damn body? What the fuck? This dude, he looks like he may be 200 pounds. That's because his height right there.
Yeah, you look at his height, he probably might be just below 200 in that picture. Maybe about 190.
They put it, so you saying
like that. He looked light. He looked light.
Pounds of muscle on this boy.
They build him up to be an Adonis heavyweight champion, stuff like that. But inside, he's still this kid right here. For real. That's the way I look at it. Inside, in a lot of ways, Anthony Joshua's physical mentality sometimes not to pull the trigger and just go all out. You know, it reminds me of this little kid right here, you know, that was in the boxing so he wouldn't get incarcerated and shit. He was getting into trouble. So he got down, end up training boxing, going into the London Olympics, and they end up gifting him the motherfucking gold medal. You know, he didn't win that gold medal round, man. You don't have to be a big motherfucker to go in here and dominate. But Joshua, this is where he started from, dog.
I've never even seen him like this.
That's him, dog. That's no Photoshop. That's nothing.
I've never seen him like this. I've always seen him as the big muscular, you know what I'm saying? Because when people used to be like, you know, the Wilder Joshua fight, they used to look at they'll show him a picture of Joshua, and they'll be like, he looks like the heavyweight champion. But I'm like, yo, this is boxing. Don't none of that shit matter.
Yeah. I don't know Seawood. I don't know how old he was in that picture, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot. I pulled it a long time ago. I forgot how old he was, man.
Like, I got people on Deontay Wilder. I was like, yo, he had a few fights. I was like, yo, watch this dude. They were like, Rob, who is this tall, skinny? I'm like, yo, watch how he almost killed somebody in the ring. Oh, Rob, I don't know. Because I got a homeboy. He was like, I don't know. The dude J-Rock shows, he looked like, you know, I said, yo, watch this, bro. Round 2. Bing! Motherfucker almost died. Like, what the fuck happened? Where he from? Oh, he from Alabama. Oh, he Alabama strong. Why you ain't tell me he from down there? That's different. You know how dudes get, man. He got that country strength. Bro, I told you that before. But you saw Anthony Joshua and just immediately saw his frame and was like, oh, he's the guy.
Yeah.
Not knowing that this tall, skinny guy, this tall, dark-skinned, skinny guy with the Caesar at the time, that when he hits you, your face breaks apart, it comes back together, and then you fall like a cartoon or some shit. Once they start saying that, then it was like they had to believe it. Like they couldn't just like, bro, he's 6'7", he got 87-inch arm, 84-inch arm reach, and he hit like old George, like young George Foreman. He hit like young George. No, nobody hit like young George. Okay, watch. But
what up, C Wood?
What up, Wood? It looked like Anthony Joshua would hit like George Foreman, not Deontay Wilder.
Gentlemen, what's going on?
What's going on
Good,
with Wood?
man. How about you, man?
Yeah, man, I'm good. You guys cooking up pretty good out here. Just wanted to jump in for a second on that Joshua. So, to the point that I noted in the chat, I think Joshua is pretty gun shy, and also I think Fury would beat Joshua and he'd beat Usyk. Just too big, too smooth, and not afraid.
He just knows every tactic too, man. Like you gotta bring two toolboxes to fuck with Tyson Fury. If you beating him legally, he know all the dirty moves before he get a point taken.
Yeah, but I think just his physical presence is so imposing. Mm-hmm. Neither of them guys have fought anybody that big that can move like that and who's not afraid. I think Joshua is the easier of the two against Fury. Usyk is going to put up a much better fight, but he just physically, I don't think he's going to be able to manage it.
I just think, like, when it comes to Fury, I think that Joshua got a better chance of landing a punch that matters on Fury just because he's a bigger target, because he can't hit Usyk.
But you gotta factor in ring IQ too, man. Tyson Fury is just grimy. He knows so much to the boxing game. He knows the good and the bad. He knows the dirty tactics. He knows everything, but yet he has enough skill set to play around. You know what I'm saying? To make Joshua think. he can take Joshua places that he never been in the ring. And just like he did Deontay Wilder, he can do the same to Anthony Joshua, in my opinion.
And I think it's easier work. I think psychologically Joshua is shot.
Yeah, run around here with yelling out all these gangsters in America tomorrow. I'm like, bruh, what you need to do is run over there to Lennox, let him show you how to fight.
No, I think at this point Joshua is looking for his retirement plan. Another fight or two for a big bag, and he'll hang up the gloves.
How much money does Anthony Joshua really need, though?
I don't know, but money is intoxicating, and the more you can get your hands on, the more you want to sip. So I think he could go out right now and be good for the rest of his life. But he can get
like 80.
But he can still get 2 more bags and go off for the rest of his life. But I think Fury beats the flames out of both of them. I think Fury has more of a technical display with Usyk, but he's just gonna maul Joshua and get him out of there. That won't go 5 rounds.
Well, he said that Anthony Joshua was an easier cakewalk than the fighting Deontay Wilder. So,
well, he's been in there with Wilder, so he can say from that angle. But I don't think Joshua has it anymore in the brain. And I think similar to Porter, he's just looking for an extra strategy that's going to be heavy in the denominations bag.
Give him that paycheck to get up out of there.
Yes, sir.
Both Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua both have 2 losses now, so it would be a great fight for them to link up right now.
I mean, they both put that bag up too, man. Like I'm disappointed in that. That was a big fight 4 or 5 years ago. They both fucked that shit up.
Wilder pushed Joshua to sleep 3 rounds.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He closed him out in under 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That fight, we didn't get none of it. We didn't get nothing.
Yeah. What's going on, Bruce Goes Boxing Jazz and more? What's good with you, OG? How you feeling?
Because if they fight now, what is it? It's just it's a title eliminator or some shit?
Man, it's curiosity to the boxing fans that wanted to see them fight back then.
No doubt.
Both of them have 2 losses. They still top 5 heavyweights. So, make the fight. That'll be good.
Yeah. I ain't saying don't make it. I'm just like you dudes probably gonna get somewhere between 15, 20 million a piece when you both could have got 50 damn million out.
Yeah, but you know what, Pop? I don't even give a damn about that pocket shit. That really is that not really that relevant to me so much. I think just the fact that I think Wilder clipping Joshua would really reestablish his position again. But I'd like to see Wilder. There's some conversation about Wilder and Ruiz, and I think that'd be an interesting fight too. I think Wilder touches Ruiz, Ruiz goes to sleep.
Yeah, I don't think that's Ruiz, a good fight for Andy.
No, it's not. But I think Andy's calling for it, and I think the Latino community would support it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the language all the time. They think the Latino community support it, but Areola dropped Andy Ruiz, so you know it.
And I just don't think that's a good business decision for Andy Ruiz. As much as money,
he's a former unified champion, though, dog.
Huh?
He's a former unified champion.
Yeah, I get it.
That's another boxer who has 2 losses. You have all these heavyweights that has 2 losses that people still consider them competitive amongst the top 5.
The only person I seen still be competitive after Deontay Wilder knocked them out was King Kong.
And he looked a little shaky. Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes, sir.
That Deontay Wilder fight, when you fight him, you leaving a little bit more in the ring than you did with the next fight.
That's true.
Because he leave you in that motherfucker. While he walked to the dressing room, they getting the gurney for you.
Yeah, I think Wilder strike that. I think Ortiz is also looking for his exit strategy, because what happened with him and Charles Martin, if Martin was a killer, he would have got Ortiz out of there.
Yeah,
for real.
And that was the best we ever seen Charles Martin look.
Yeah, it was. I just don't know why he didn't close in for the kill, dog. You know what was going on with you, Charles? Like, come on, bro. Like, damn, you had Ortiz right there where you wanted him in the bear trap.
He was worried about his power.
Yeah, but worrying about that power for what reason? When you already thumping on this man, you having your way. He should. But a lot of these guys can fight, but they don't have that instinct to kill.
Yeah, that's true too.
You
got to be a killer. A killer is born a killer. You can become a killer, but your shell, that's just a shell. But a real killer is going to try to do it every single time. Like, I think Bud is a killer.
Yeah, he's definitely that.
Yeah.
Definitely that. I call him the best finisher.
Go back one step. I think Tucker is a killer.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think it's in his DNA.
Yeah.
Are you ready for
let's see what happens when he steps up to other competition levels with other potential killers. But I think that dude got it. I think he's got the goods.
Yeah, me too. I ain't gonna front. I think Jai ready for everything.
No, I wouldn't say he's ready for everything, but I say definitely he got the guts to learn and the willingness to take on the punishment required to learn and get better. Like, anything that he does now is definitely about his development. And he's the kind of fighter that, I don't know if you guys deal with dogs in the past, but if you rush a dog into something too soon as a pup, you scar him. You make an imprint.
Scar him for life.
Yeah. So I think you got to take Tucker slow, but I think he got the goods 100%. You just got to mine it out properly.
Well, he's gonna be taken care of because Jay Prince take care of his fighters. So
Tucker said in the interview that they want to throw him a bone. He's ready. He's ready to compete with the best. He feel he's one of the the best fighter in the world. They throw him a bone. He feel he can go out there and execute and make it happen in his favor.
That's what he does for you.
He's an entertaining fighter to me, man. Somebody who's just gonna go in there and not just push the pace, but his defense is on point. You know what I'm saying? His defense is on point, man. And then
he listening. When he went over there to when he went to Tim Bradley, he was like, that's what's up. Tim was like, yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. Tim was criticizing him though. So he didn't handle business first.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, Tim was like, he needs to do this more, he needs to do that when he gets that. And because Shalom was telling me, he was like, yo, Jahai heard everything he said. Watch what happened. As soon as the fight was over, he went straight to Tim Bradley. How's that?
Yeah. I mean, that's professionalism. That's professionalism too. And showing that you're mature enough to take criticism. Right. He's showing he's mature enough to take constructive criticism.
100%. That's just what I was going to say. He needed to affirm to Timmy, listen, I heard you. I made the adjustment. How was that?
How was that? Timmy said,
Yeah.
that's what you're supposed to do, goddamn.
Yeah, he's 18 years old. This is a kid. He should be a sponge right now.
He should be, and he is. And you know, a lot of people take what Tim Bradley as he's hating. Nah, bro, the dude's a multi-time champion.
Yeah, but he does hate sometimes. You gotta
hate, bro. They all
weed
through. Jones hates. B-Hop, like when you ask him, you be like, yo, you kind of sound like a little hate, but he been there. And if he sees something, you like, you know.
Yeah, but he's also hated in some areas where I think he was completely wrong. And he doesn't, when he's wrong, he doesn't say, yeah, you know what, I missed that.
Hey, see, I have a video of I never posted because I ain't want to. It'd be the right time to post it, but I have a video of when Adrian Broner confronted Timothy Bradley in Vegas, and you know, AB was hesitant about really, you know, dapping up Timothy. He said, "Man, you be on some bullshit, Timothy." And Timothy like, man, I say what I say. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to like it. I mean, Timothy didn't run. He didn't run from the motherfucker. You know, he said, shit, I say what I say.
Word.
Right. He's paid to give his opinion. And
he's paid to make sure that he give his ESPN top rank opinion.
Hold on. And Bradley's he's not some pussy. Like he'll get busy if you need to get busy.
He ain't pussy, dog.
Yeah, he ain't worried about AB running up on him and doing nothing. But the point is, AB's always had a poor ability to take criticism. Anybody criticized him was hating. So you got to take anything he say on the hate lane as with a grain of salt.
He has some classic moments. I'll say this about running the AB in public. He stays the same. He stays on script, dog. Seriously. Like I can be critical of his performances, him having a low punch volume and not performing to his earlier standards when he was at 35. And you know, him being a 4-weight champion, he just haven't lived up to that at 32 years old, 31, 32 years old. Okay. But every time I've seen him and bumped into him, he keep the same energy. You know what I'm saying? He AB, and he is what he is, man. I can't say he's an asshole. I can't say, you know, I don't like the dude, because when I see him in person, he's doing what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk, he ain't over the top. This nigga ain't running around here like he's on drugs or something. No, he just chill. He has his people with him, and that's that.
That's all. Hey, man, AB gonna be AB.
I just don't know how he's gonna return to the sport, being that he went in there and struggled with Alfredo Santiago, but then you have Antoine Russell goes in there and destroy him. Yeah. I don't know who he's gonna fight next. He can't come back and fight Conor Ben.
And at what weight class is he fighting at?
Yeah, that's the big question. His weight. He's in training right now up there in Cincy.
Yeah, I think Conor Ben knocks AB out. If you don't knock him out, he'll beat him up and make the ref get involved.
I just gotta see it, man, because again, we seen AB drop, but we ain't seen him knocked out.
No, not yet. We ain't seen him. You know, we seen him touched by Marcus Maidana, and that's after having a fucked up training camp when he was drinking and not even taking it serious, and he still made it to the final bell.
Right, but here's kind of why here's a cherry on top for my point. I don't know that AB has that hunger anymore to be there. I think he talks himself into these fights due to a lot of his financial circumstances.
Yeah, that's his hunger.
Yeah, so I don't think it's about, like when he fought Maidana, he was lacking in the training, but he was still young enough, and he was trying to rely mainly on his youth, and also underestimated Maidana in some respects. But I think this AB, I think this AB at this age, at this level of inactivity, at this level of life distractions, I think he kind of gets him out of there.
Damn. Mr. Pads, he said WCS off topic, but do you know anything about who Michael Williams Jr. plans to fight next or when they want to fight next. He's not going to fight almost this entire year because he's in law enforcement academy. His family is law enforcement. His pops is law enforcement, fugitive recovery. He does a lot of stuff, you know, that I can't even sit up here and go in detail about. His mom is been in law enforcement. So yeah, he's in law enforcement academy, and that was already announced before his fight with Bowser. You know, that was gonna be his last fight for a while because he's gonna be in academy for majority of 2022.
Didn't Bowser stop him though?
Yeah, I mean, the referee stopped the fight. He was knocked down several times.
Right. I was just trying to remember if I saw that fight. Yeah, I remember him now. Yeah, got it.
I mean, people have to look at, you know, like that's a 47-pounder that dropped down in weight. He weighed in at 138.4. He was pretty dehydrated.
I believe that.
He didn't rehydrate properly. And I've seen him fight tougher opposition than Bowser and do better. But, you know, congratulate the Bowser for getting it. But people was just jumping up cheering because, you know, I was pushing his name out so hard on YouTube. Like they wanted to see the man demise. And I was like, damn, y'all ain't true boxing fans. Y'all just motherfuckers that's going around here favoring certain fighters.
Yeah.
That's hate.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Listen, combat sports, somebody's gonna win and somebody's gonna lose. Bottom line. Somebody's gonna win, somebody's gonna lose. It's all about how you win and how you lose. The point to me with that is this: if this kid got his head together and he get through what he's dealing with right now with respect to his law enforcement work and so on and so forth, he's got the goods too. He just got to get
refocused. He has the goods, man. Yeah. It's just they took a fight originally supposed to be Vito Malnicki at 47.
Right.
Top Rank gave them another fight at a lower weight class. It's gonna be a tough cut. It was a tough cut, but like I said before, Bowser won that night. 150 is a good dude, man. Very humble, you know, very respectful fighter. But you know, the criticism he's receiving on here was more so hate than constructive. Because they was just going at him because I was rocking with him heavy. I've been rocking with the team for a while, you know.
So they were going at him. They were going at him to get at you.
Yeah.
Because look, Michael Williams is not even on YouTube. He doesn't even come on YouTube. So his pop showed up on YouTube periodically to promote a call out of Devin Haney back in the day. But that was it. They don't do YouTube. They do Facebook shit. IG.
Watch out, Jihad about to get that same hate in the next few fights.
Who?
Shalom gonna get that same hate for Jihad in the next few fights. Watch.
They gotta understand these fighters don't have to be on YouTube to get hate. It's just all about these fighters matching them up versus with the fighter they like that they know more about.
And they're gonna like, you know what you call said he wouldn't mind fighting Frank Martin. You know, if he said that on YouTube and somebody heard that shit.
Who on one mind?
Jihad.
Oh, I mean, dude.
But you already know that Frank Martin is Earl Spence's fighter on Man Down Promotion. You know, they gonna already, who is this kid calling out Frank Martin? Who the fuck is Frank Martin calling out Devin Haney?
But check this out. Frank Martin called out Devin Haney. Which it does no good for them to link up and to Jihad Tucker because Jihad ain't dropping down to 135 to fight no Frank Martin.
He can come up, move on up.
No, they ain't gonna do that to that kid, man. Jihad destroy that kid, man. You win. I like what Frank did. Frank called out Devin Haney. Okay, yeah. I mean, cool. That's what you're supposed to do. You come off a win. That's what you're supposed to do. Good. I ain't mad at him.
But he ranked what?
I don't
ranked
know.
At 135?
What you was about to say? See?
I think I lost my train of thought on that, but you know, the thing is, guys gotta fight. You know, stylistically, you have to make the best fights possible, and you have to. But you got to be patient. That's just so key to me. That the lack of patience is where a lot of fighters get ruined. And once you get ruined in the public's eye, it's hard as hell to come back.
Yeah, man. You ain't never lied on that. You ain't never lied. Especially with this social media shit, man. People making memes about you. Like that's like, you know, we was born around the same era. You know, not you, Pop, but me and C. We born around the era where there was no internet and shit. Motherfucker, you know, it was landlines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then slowly they start building up the WAN, the wide area network with the dial-up connection.
Yeah.
Right.
And but now you have total access to memes, software, motherfucking Photoshop manipulation, motherfuckers putting your face on somebody else's body. Man, this shit is out of control, dog.
Oh, yo, did you see the new one with Jake Paul and Tyrone Woodley?
Which one?
My God.
There's so many out there,
bro. When he hits him with the punch, right? The Maxwell song comes on like, ooh, and then Tyrone Woodley just go flying across the goddamn sky.
Oh no, I saw the one where he hits him and he starts dropping down through floors, and then the last floor he lands on, it's already people sleep there, like Ben Askren. Look, you have Ben Askren sleep there already. You have
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson sleep there, and then Tyrone lands in there and starts sleeping too.
Oh my God, bro! Look, that's a meme. Look, I ain't even seen that one, and you ain't seen the one I'm talking about. They both hilarious. Word of mother. The one I seen when he hits him, Tyrone Woodley just slowly floating through the sky. You know what I'm saying? With the song playing, and then on one of the last shits, you see Jake Paul in the moon like this. That shit is ridiculous, bro. I'm like, oh, that's not what you want to be on.
Jake Paul, that's they expertise.
And
video shit like that, man.
They understand the power of their social media reach.
Yeah.
They understand.
Bro, I would fucking do a fight on their card if I was a fighter that wouldn't get no fights like that.
Right.
I'll do a fight on their card.
It depends on who you are, though. You know, the big names like Crawford and Spence couldn't do a fight on.
Not them. But these 200 out of the 250 fights that PBC got.
What did he get Devin Haney? What did he get Devin Haney? Devin Haney was on the undercard of one of the original fights with Logan Paul and KSI. It didn't do him any justice.
No, but I think Devin took that fight one. That was the first fight off the injury, right?
First fight off the injury.
Oh, remember he had that shoulder injury. They were trying to strip the belt. They were trying to strip him of the belt.
Yeah, he was on recess, stuff like that.
Yeah, they was trying to get a belt to fucking Ryan Garcia until he was walking around with it. Like, people don't know. They've been mad at Devin Haney for a long time. They're trying to take They've been trying to take his belt for about 3 years now.
Mr. Pat say, damn, that's sad. They made it personal. Want Michael Williams to fail because they dislike you. If Michael Williams chose to continue the box, I hope he improves and hope. Hey man, that's all he can do, man. That's my family, man. That's my family. I've been through a lot of travels with the Team Williams for real. Learned a lot of shit, heard a lot of shit from Roy in conversations. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna pick up the phone and record everything, but man, I learned a lot of shit traveling with that team for real. You know,
how old is he? Good. He's still how old is he?
He's 22 right now.
Oh yeah, he's still young.
Oh, definitely. That's the whole thing. They built up his record, and he was going for his 20th victory, didn't get it, but he's 19-1, first loss. But it was just on here. The hate was just from snakes. You know what I'm saying? The snakes that was sitting up here saying they hardcore boxing heads, but
they hating on you.
But they was hating because he was with Roy Jones Jr. and he had a huge following. You know, Michael Williams has a huge following, man. You know, he has this dedicated, loyal fan base, man. So it was a big fight for him to go in there.
Word up. It was at the Hulu, right?
Yeah. No, it was at Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden. Yeah. So yeah, that's huge. Like, you know what I'm saying? So who can say they fought there?
Man, it was a good experience for him to go in there and fight at that level. You know, Bowser with his amateur pedigree and everything and his team. He went there and did, but the bullshit behind the scene with motherfuckers trying to plot and set up shit, you know, I was on top of all that. Motherfuckers trying to damn cause hate and discontent, have motherfuckers approach you. You know, these niggas don't know me. So how would you even come up and talk to me about anything? Because people making phone calls, trying to start shit. Man, it would have went bad all the way left. You know what I'm saying? So they good. It's good they handled it the way they did, because wasn't them about to go down up in there. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter how many haters from YouTube was telling these motherfuckers, hey, you know, you see this dude, so and so, World Combat Sports, he was hating on Bowser, and he was saying this. I never hated on him. I never hated on Bowser at all. His motherfucking team was sending me goddamn putting racial shit on my IG and shit. You know, sending all these damn derogatory shit. Every time I seen him down there, nothing. His pops even came up to me, hey, you know, after the fight, and thought I was gonna run away. I said, congratulations, bro. He came over there, hey, what now? You know, Williams got beat. I said, yeah, your son won the fight. Congrats. But what about this shit on my phone? Look at this. Look, I showed him my phone. I said, check this out. His wife was right there. She read, oh, don't worry about that. He's crazy. And then, you know, Bowser's pop up there apologizing. I'm apologizing. Then we was going back and forth on Facebook for a minute off a post. You know, I thought the shit was over. You shook my hand and you said, I apologize. You know, good sport, You get back to the rear. Now you're dropping shit on Facebook. You still going, but yet you had the opportunity when I was there in New York City.
He waited till he got home to do that?
Yeah, he started talking on Facebook and shit. Talking about, oh, you disrespected I didn't, bro. I never disrespected your team or your son. I was just trying to build up the fight because, you know, Top Rank wasn't promoting it. So I was doing videos on both fighters.
If anything, he should have sent you a thank you damn card for taking time out to look up footage on his son.
There wasn't that much footage out there, first of all.
See, look, that's even worse.
You know, little did he know, I'd already seen his son in Jersey. I already knew who Bowser was in Jersey. I just kept it on the low. I said, I already know who your son is. I seen him before. And I think I got a picture with him way back when I was in Jersey at the Shakur Stevenson fight. But, you know, you read motherfuckers, you fill them out. And that's what it came down to, man. I had motherfucking snakes on YouTube that was sitting up here hoping for Williams' downfall. Like, damn, y'all ain't boxing fans. Like, this dude didn't do anything to you. I'm the one that's communicating to y'all on YouTube. Y'all haven't spoken to him.
I was seeing a lot of that hate in the Facebook groups too. Right before the fight, they couldn't wait. When he lost, they were so happy. When he lost, they were so happy.
Yeah, they was lighting us up. I mean, it comes with the territory, man. But shout out to Michael Williams Sr., Michael Williams Jr., man, the whole team, all them cats, man. Roy Jones Jr., man, all them cats, and Andrew Murphy, all them dudes that roll with the team, bro. Man, it's good times, man.
Yeah, that kid is still very dangerous. And like I said, if he gets his focus back, he's definitely going to be a problem again. Listen, every dog has their day. Sometimes you get two.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you adjust it? The power is in your ability to adjust after you've taken a loss. What did you learn from your loss?
What did you learn?
Right.
Whether it be a decision loss, a knockout loss, a stoppage, whatever the case may be, what did you learn from it? You know, Lennox Lewis, the way he got knocked out by Hasim Rothman, a lot of people say, damn, he over, he done. And then he requested an immediate rematch.
He almost killed Rothman.
Immediate rematch. He came in there and got his belts back.
He was so focused in that fight.
And he told Rothman in one of those lead up interviews, he told Rothman, this ain't gonna take very long or something like that. and he did it, and he proved it. He said, oh yeah, he got my belts, but it ain't gonna take but he's not gonna have them very long. That's what he said.
That's savage, ain't it? I mean, he talking this shit, dog.
Right.
And Rothman with that overhand right up. Yo, did his tooth go through his cheek?
No, I don't know anything about that.
I don't
But
know, but I'll tell you this right here. Like, I got mad respect for Lennox. Still looking in pretty good condition. Be out and doing commentating.
Yeah.
But the person I seen down here in the A for the first time, I took a picture with him. Was Hakeem Rothman? That motherfucker big.
Yeah.
Look, Hakeem Rothman big as fuck, dog. Like
Yeah.
he's not that much taller than me, but dude is 300 plus pounds right now. Just like Jarrell Miller. Jarrell Miller, when I saw him in Newark, that motherfucker was like over 300 pounds easy. He was on suspension though. You know what I'm saying? He was on suspension, but there's some big,
Question, bro, because I know,
fighters, man.
Is Hakeem Rothman, are his sons fighting? Are they professional?
Yeah,
yet?
they just fought down here in Atlanta, man.
Okay.
Yeah, both of them.
I know it's two of them. I'm just making sure, like, because
Both of them fought down here.
They like 4 years apart, 3 years apart.
No, something like that. Yeah.
Just making. Are they fighting for the money team or are they fighting for somebody else?
No, man, they didn't fight for no money team. I think that shit been over for a while, man. Like the even the shit that went down with the doghouse rules and shit like that.
Yeah.
Some legal action came behind that or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So they definitely not fighting with the money team right now. Mr. Pass say, damn, that's sad. They made it personal. WCS won Michael Williams to fail because they dislike you. I read that. What the F? Racist abuse too. Disgraceful. Also, I just checked out 150 IG. He has 30K followers and get thousands of likes on every post. They're very good comparison to his contemporaries. If you think about it, it's disrespectful to Bowser as well. They should have been happy Bowser won rather than happy Williams lost. Hey, I look at it this way: the man has crazy following. I mean, he
30,000
as a kid, as a young man, that young in the game in life. His father has built him up like through the amateurs. As man, they've been everywhere. Everybody know them.
He built up.
He's built up, dog. Like
up.
Everybody know him. That's what it's about. But
man, let me get out of here, man. I was supposed to get off like 15 minutes ago. I'm supposed to go to the store. Wife's about to kill me.
Yeah, man, you need to handle that. I don't want to see you get beat down on camera, though. I have to talk about it on the live this evening. You know what I'm saying?
Word up. But yo,
Papa
World
Top,
Combat,
Papa Lot, near-death experience.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't need that one. Word. Yo, C Wood, I'll see you later, man. I know we probably, if T hop on, you know what it is.
Bro, you know our paths gonna cross a couple more times before this sun go down. Trust.
You know it. So, yo, y'all brothers stay up, man. I'm gonna make this show run.
You as well. You as
man.
well.
Beezy, man. Appreciate you pulling up.
You know it, bro.
Yeah, but with Hakeem Rothman, man, yeah, his sons, they still fighting, but he's moving them pretty slow. You know, I don't know exactly what their goals are right now, but they did fight down here last year.
Okay.
It was just amazing to see him finally. I was like, damn, that nigga big, dog. Damn, Lennox Lewis. I'm like looking at the last time I seen Lennox Lewis and what I see Rothman, you know, I still think Lennox beats him right now.
Oh, no doubt. Lennox is still probably training in some aspects.
Yeah, he's in better shape than Hakeem. Hakeem's big as fuck, but I don't think he's fast. I think he won't have the cardio for it. Hell no, dog. But it all depends, you know, with them exhibition bouts. I seriously doubt we'll see that exhibition bout with Lennox Lewis and Hakeem Rothman. But bro, I'll definitely pull back up a little bit later, man. I'm gonna step out too, man. I appreciate you pulling up, bro. Any words you gotta say for those supporters out there?
Yeah, keep coming on back to World Combat Sports. Enjoying the ride. Good energy, good information. Definitely worth the sub. Always click that like button. Just keep it rolling. Keep cooking.
And I appreciate you, my brother, for pulling up, showing support, as always. And to all the other channels out there, man, you know what it is. Keep grinding. Until next time, man, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports. Salute.